Wow, I hear Foss' life now resembles a Hollywood movie. His colleague even apologized and invited him over for a night get-together. Is this a good omen or a bad one? Foss wonders. At first, Foss hesitated over accepting the invitation, but his colleague urged him to seize it like a life lesson. When they arrived at the colleague's house, everyone was having a blast. The vibe felt like a scene from Journey to the West, until a mysterious girl showed up. The colleague mysteriously said Foss was a kitchen wizard and paid a girl to bless him. The following plot left everyone eager for more. But Pound couldn't take it anymore and angrily pushed the two colleagues down, thinking, I have a girlfriend, I can't disgrace her. The next day, instead of going to work, Pound confidently marched to the ticket booth and bought 2 tickets to Egypt, planning a romantic surprise for her. He rushed to its flower shop to express himself, but the shop owner said the girl was fired ages ago. Pound was left dumbfounded. Not giving up, Pound went to Ed's house to figure out what happened, only to see Groff climbing out of a garbage truck. Pound intended to ring the doorbell to unveil his mystery, but Groff hit him with icy words that made his mood feel like a roller coaster ride. Subtitles. Foss thought to himself, what a real hassle this is. Why do I always run into the dejected thiefin in life? When Groff heard this, she couldn't help but feel helpless, and when she found out he wanted to take her to Egypt, she was like, is this what they call lucky Turkish coffee? Groff chuckled, thinking, are you kidding me? Why on earth would you think of that? Pound, you little rascal, you're so amusing and genuinely caught me by surprise. It's both laughable and tear-jerking. You think empathetic? I've just had enough of this hassle. You know, a little encouragement can go a long way. Stephen's words struck Foss hard. He felt furious at home, lying in bed all day. His mum urged him to get moving as he lay round, so Pound thought about going for a walk by the river, but he bumped into the neighbour's little girl at the front. The little girl begged to tag along, and Pound's heart melted, so he didn't refuse. But soon enough, she got bored and wanted to head back home. Just then, the girl's dad called the cops, charging toward Pound and shouting, you make me feel uncomfortable. Uncomfortable? I just wanted to give your daughter a fun experience. How did that even happen? Eventually, Pound was taken to the police station but was just a walkthrough and released because, after all, he did nothing wrong. But once this happened, the neighbors started labeling him, and even the neighbor's boy was warned, stay away from him. Foss told his friend about his recent troubles, who comforted him, don't worry, one opinion doesn't matter. Right now, the priority is to sort out his lifelong issues. After all, being single over 40 isn't exactly ideal. If he likes out, he needs to man up and pursue her. After all, a woman inviting you over for tea at night definitely indicates. After hearing his brother's analysis, Pound decided to don his suit again and entered the long-forgotten dance studio, only to wait forever without seeing Ethel. He drove to Ethelmalt's place and saw only the lights on inside, thinking she must not be asleep yet. Pound decided not to disturb her, but the next night he found the same quietude, not even a light on inside. Anxious, Pound had a wild idea. He smashed the window and opened the door, only to be stunned by what he saw. The house was filthy and messy, nothing like someone lived there, and he found Ethelmalt locking herself in the bathroom. He wanted to ask what was happening, but Ethelmalt seemed to have a meltdown, refusing to come out and telling Pound to leave, nearly crushing his heart. Afraid of triggering her, Pound didn't dare break the door down and instead chose to wait outside silently. The next morning, he made breakfast. He placed breakfast at the door for Ethelmalt to take. But after cleaning the house and waiting all morning, he found the food untouched. To better care for Ethelmalt, Pound asked his boss for a long overdue leave and casually bought replacement glass to fix her window. By noon, he skillfully cooked 2 fish steaks per the recipe, then gently asked Ethelmalt if she could come out for some food. To Pound's surprise, Ethelmalt was in no mood for food. She cried that she didn't go to work or take a leave and was definitely fired. Foss thought hard, then drove to the garbage dump, explained to the manager, and offered to replace Ethelmalt. To his surprise, the rules weren't strict, and the manager actually agreed to Pound's request. He was assigned to work in the sorting area. Though there was still some gossip, the co-workers were far friendlier, even asking him for his name. They even invited him to watch the World Cup after work, and Pound thought, am I being assimilated? The next day, he brought a huge bouquet to Ethelmalt, wanting to give her the ultimate surprise, but ended up buying one of every kind. When Ethelmalt learned Pound worked in the garbage dump for her, she was speechless with gratitude and immediately hugged him, crying and releasing all her pent-up emotions. The two chatted endlessly at the restaurant, looking like a couple head over heels in love. radiating happiness. That night, Ethelwald took Pound to a shop for sale, thinking if only they had money, they'd open a flower shop. Pound didn't say much, but in his heart, he silently pledged to change their future since Ethelwald was getting better. But they only spent a few days together. His co-workers threw a heartfelt farewell party for him, truly touched. Perhaps that's the essence of human interaction. Pound barely got through the door when Ethelwald leapt at him like a long lost. Life is always full of surprises. Love came so unexpectedly, and Pound finally shed his forever single label. After all this, Ethelwald suggested Pound move in with her, but his mind was a jumble, wanting to go home and chat with his mum first. Stephen felt extremely unhappy, and with anger, she turned around and left, making it truly a moment of clashing ideals.